Hello everybody, Local Lego Man here, and welcome back to yet another Lego review. Today we're taking a look at some Star Wars stuff, and I haven't really been that big into the Lego Star Wars stuff for a bit, but there have been a few sets that have been interesting me recently, one of which being set 75330 containing 1,000 pieces and retailing for $90, the Dagobah Jedi Training. Now this set is kind of like a little display set, which I think is really interesting, and overall the look is just awesome. So I'm really excited to check this out. So without further ado, let's do that.
Alrighty, now this diorama set is awesome. And before we take a look at all of the details within this set, we first have to take a look at the figures, starting off with the main man himself, that being Luke Skywalker. Now this is Luke Skywalker, obviously in his Dagobah training attire, and I have to say, it looks awesome. I really like that we got the pocket printing for the legs. I think that was super cool. And overall, even though it's more of a simplistic outfit for the character, I think it works really well, and it's a super iconic look from the movies. And Luke also comes with an alternate face where he's meditating, which is perfect for the pose that you can put him in the set. Next up, we have everybody's favorite astromech droid, that being R2-D2. Now, this R2-D2 is seriously awesome. I know that for probably a year or so, they've been doing back printing for the R2-D2 figures, but this is my first version of R2-D2 with the back printing, and it looks great. I know it's obviously mucked up, but it is supposed to be, since it's referencing when R2-D2 got flung around and pretty much covered with mud and everything. And it's super cool that we get really interesting and unique variants of characters like this for the Star Wars movies. And overall, I just think the figure looks great. And I know that mine's got a little bit of a printing mishap on the head, but it still looks great. And finally, last but not least, we have the Jedi Master himself, that being Yoda. Yoda just looks great. Now, I'm somebody who grew up in the Clone Wars days of Lego Star Wars sets, which, although those will always hold a nostalgic place in my heart, my god, some of the printing on those figures was a bit weird, and to have this more modern, more realistic looking Yoda looks awesome. Obviously, Yoda has a rubberized head with a nose, which is a little bit weird since minifigures don't really have noses or even ears, but it looks amazing and it honestly perfectly depicts the character. And although Yoda does not come with an alternate face, he does come with an accessory, that being his walking stick. Alrighty, now that we have talked about all the figures in this set, it's time to talk about the actual diorama part of the set. And the first thing I want to bring up is that there is a printed tile with a quote, which is something that exists throughout all of the different diorama sets. This one specifically says, "Do or do not, there is no try." Obviously, Yoda's most quoted line from any of the movies, and it's really cool. And other than that, I have to say that the build looks amazing. I love the design of the twigs. There are a lot of little hidden details, such as this random little snake piece, and even the architecture, like the roots of the trees, are super cool, using a bunch of these like curved slope pieces, and overall just how the tree and the hut combine together, it looks amazing. And interestingly, there actually is an interior inside of the hut which contains Yoda's lightsaber hidden above, as well as a bed and a little cooking pot with some stew. Other than that, we have a couple other cool details within this set, such as this little translucent area where you can pose Luke sitting upside down to obviously invoke the scene where he is floating upside down, which is just a super cool touch, and I'm really happy they added it. And other than that, we obviously have the sunken X-Wing in the like sludge, I guess you would say, and it's perfect. But, and I'm about to tell you my only gripe with this set, if you look at this sludge, it is all 1x1 translucent green tiles. There were over 100 of these to place, and although the building experience for the rest of the set was really good, having to do this step was super annoying. And I know it looks great, but I also think it would have honestly turned out the exact same way if they had used 1x2 translucent green plates. And that is honestly my only gripe. Other than that, I think this set is perfect. So if I had to rate this set, what would I rate it?
I would have to rate this set a kind of odd 4.9 out of 5. I think that display-wise, this is a perfect set. Figure-wise, although there's not that many, there doesn't have to be that many because of the scene that it's from. The only reason it does not get that extra point is because all of that green was single studs. So yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Bye!